Oxen Films is turning 20 this year. Join the Oxen Films 20th Anniversary Logo Making Contest. Get a chance to win 20,000 pesos in cash. Open to all individuals worldwide. Comment your entries in our official Oxen Films Facebook page. Deadline is on June 10, 2021. Join now. The more entries, the more chances of winning. See poster for more details.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Bristol and you are watching Mic Check. Dito sa Oxen Films, you are going to see and meet a lot of different personalities. Meron tayong mga models, mga artista, or any interesting individual. Makikilala natin sila sa harap at sa likod ng camera. And today, we are so blessed to be joined by this very, very interesting personality. Maybe some of you have seen her sa isang napakagandang series or BL series na My Day the Series. Ayan. Na bigyan ko kayo ng clue. Lagi siyang nakasuot ng white na apron. Ayan. At meron siyang napakamatambok na puwet. Yes, guys, you are right. Today we have Miss Becky in the house. Please welcome Amir Sanchez.
Hi, Michael.
Hello. It's so nice to see you again, Amir.
I'm also happy to see you now.
Ang ganda. Alam nyo, guys, nakakahiya. Kasi talaga, buti na lang pala nakapagputing coat ako today at napaghandaan ko ang pagdating ng napakagandang Diyos.
Ay, hindi naman. Tama lang.
Alam niyo ba, lingid sa kaalaman ng lahat, I would like to give a proper introduction to my good friend Amir. Me and Amir actually met a few years ago, di ba? Kasi as you know guys, nag-host tayo ng mga pageants locally and internationally. And Amir is a part of the pageant industry also. So nag-meet kami, I think that was in Myanmar.
Yeah, sa Myanmar yun. For Mr. International.
Yes, Mr. International. Pero aside from that, ipapakilala ko lang sa inyo si Amir. Amir actually, guys, is a certified public accountant who is currently employed sa ating gobyerno under
Commission on Audit.
The Commission on Audit.
Actually, Michael, hindi ako, pag nagpapakilala ko, I don't usually mention COA. But yeah, I'm proud of being part of COA as well.
Of course, and I'm pretty sure that everyone in COA is so proud to have you. Ganito kaganda.
Actually, yung director ko, super happy ako kasi napaka-supportive niya sa akin. Basta lagi niya lang sinasabi lagi na when it comes to work naman, so my day job, basta hindi lang mapapabayaan. And I am committed to that also.
Okay. Dapat naman talaga ganun, di ba?
Yes, dapat lang.
Kahit may mga, kumbaga sa school, di ba? Kahit meron tayong mga extracurricular activities, dapat nakapokus pa rin tayo sa ating academe.
Yes, at meron kaming nagpapaalam ako.
Oh,
It doesn't written actually.
Okay, actually we'll get into more details later on.
Yes.
But for now, how do you want me to address you today? Miss Becky?
Oh yeah, Miss Becky is fine. Actually, nakakatawa, no? Kasi after nung My Day, halos lahat ng mga tao, Miss Becky pa rin tawag sa akin. Kaya, nag-enjoy na ako as Miss Becky.
Kaya nga, alam niyo pa guys, actually, part din ako sa My Day, din as Benj.
Benj, how are you?
I'm good. Diba, as Benj? So, after ng My Day, nakita ko, lahat ng post ba actually Miss Becky, lahat ng comment sila Miss Becky. Pero, sa ating mic check, gusto ko mas kilalanin muna natin ngayon si Amir.
Okay.
So, si Amir ba is from where?
Actually, my mom is from Surigao del Sur. Okay. And my dad is from Marawi City.
From Marawi City, and you grew up in
Surigao.
In Surigao. So, doon ka nag-high school?
Yeah, because actually, Benj. Michael, sorry. I usually call you as Benj.
Grabe!
Kasi mas gusto kong tawagin kitang ganon. Actually, I belong to a broken family. But luckily kasi, alam mo yun, magkasundo naman yung stepmom ko and mom ko, and also my dad. So, despite of that, parang okay lang naman kasi na-enjoy ko yung both family, the other side of my my dad's family.
So, mas lumaki ka dun sa side ng daddy mo?
Actually, mas matagal ako sa mom ko.
Sa mom mo?
Actually, I only met my dad nung first year high school ako. Yeah, first year high school ko lang siya nakilala actually. Kasi nung elementary, I think naghiwalay sila when I was like 3 years old.
Okay, let me bring you back to the past. How does it feel to meet your dad? Kasi medyo ngayon lang, bago sa pandinig ko yung medyo malaki na dun lang na-meet yung dad.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Actually, matagal ko na siyang pinangarap na makita, na ma-meet. Pero yun nga kasi, di ba, ang mom ko takot siya na baka hindi ako ibalik. May ganun siya tendency. So, actually, talagang nung nakilala ko yung dad ko, sobra akong natuwa. Excited ako walang galit. Walang galit, walang sama ng loob. Pero lagi kong pinagdasal yon na sana makilala ko yung dad ko.
And you were granted, di ba?
Yeah, granted ako. Actually, nag-start lang yon when my grandfather died. Kasi siya yung medyo mahigpit na parang wag mong ibigay yung anak mo, ganyan. So nung wala na yung grandfather ko, ayun, so I was free to go to my dad.
Okay, so alam ko marami nanonood sa atin ng ating mga kapanalig sa LGBTQ+ community. So while you were growing up, alam mo na ba talaga na ikaw ay full-blown woman?
Alam mo, ito nakakatawa, Benj. Grade 1 pala ako, meron akong crush. Lalaki.
Grabe siya. Gusto mo siyang batiin?
May asawa na siya. May asawa na siya. Pero yeah, I can say name. Hi, Sherwin.
Yun tayo eh. Pakipoke na lang daw po.
What is good thing about Sherwin? Kasi kami, classmate ko siya since grade 1 to high school.
Wow.
So, yeah, nung nagkita naman kami, okay naman kami. Yeah. Masaya ako kasi yung naging asawa niya is yung close friend ko. Kaya okay naman.
So it was easy for you to, was it easy for you to out yourself or to tell your mom about...
Kasi I grew up kasi with environment na maraming babae.
Okay.
Tita ko, mga pinsan ko, mga pamangkin. So lahat halos babae yun.
So may influence.
Actually, feeling
from the
ko,
environment.
Yes.
Okay. So now, growing up from Surigao, growing with your mom, paano ka naman napadpad sa Manila?
Ayun, when I took my CPA board exam, so talagang sabi kasi, nasa NCR daw, sa Manila daw yung mga gandang review schools. So, yeah, dito ako nag-review sa Manila.
Dito ka nag-review sa Manila? And then eventually you fell in love with the city or dahil nagkaroon ka na ng job dito?
Yeah, job actually. I was offered to be, sa Department of Health ako. Yung first job ko was in the Department of Health sa DOH. So yun, from there, yun, tuloy-tuloy na siya. And then I transferred to COA.
Wow! So parang step by step, dream come true.
Yes.
For me, I can see you as an inspiration to those who are working in the corporate world that you actually have facet outside your office. Like what you do. Diba? Ikaw naman, bigla kang, alam mo yung talagang total shift ka, na bigla kang...
Sobra.
Nagulat talaga ako, total shift.
Actually, bench, no? Bench na naman, Michael. Actually, mas gusto ko maging beauty queen.
Okay.
pero hindi kasi ako pinalad ng ganong kaganda, katangkad, ka-sexy. So, siguro, ito, masaya na ako dito kung ano meron ako ngayon.
Yes. At saka na achieve mo.
Yeah.
So, alam ko marami nanonood sa mga nakakanood sa atin rather, na nakakaalam na si Amir ay isang international correspondent ng most followed, or should I say, the most popular pageant page in the world, in the universe rather. Missosology.
Yes, Ben.
And so paano ka naman napasok sa Missosology?
Yeah, I've met some people, like Ferdy from Missosology.
Ferdy, our friend with Bayong.
Yeah, hi Ferdy if you're watching, hi. And also Pawi. Si Pawi kasi yung head, or should I say CEO ng Missosology. And Drew Francisco also. And the good thing about Missosology, alam mo, yung first coverage ko was in Ibali, Indonesia, during the time nung nanalo si Megan Young sa Miss World. Yeah, kaya naging luck. Sobrang na-enjoy ako. Sobrang natuwa ako kasi imagine Miss World yun. Diba? At then, first Miss World crown for
Philippines. It's a major pageant.
Yes.
Diba? It's a major pageant. Yeah. So, parang medyo lucky charm ka din naman.
Yeah, lucky charm kasi, sabi ko nga lucky charm ako kasi nag-cover din ako ng kay Catriona in Thailand. Nanalo rin si Catriona. So, mukhang kailangan ako ng Philippines lagi pag nagkaroon ng international competition.
Tapos nagtuloy-tuloy na tong love mo for pageantry.
Yeah. I started loving pageant since 1994. Nag-start yan kay Susmita.
Susmita.
Miss Universe.
In the Philippines.
Yes.
Okay.
Ayun. So, doon nag-start yung love ko sa pageant. Actually, yung mga pictures, mga cutouts sa reports, yun ang nagiging inspiration ko to pass the board exam.
Wow!
Yes. Nakalagay yan sa paligid ng kama ko. Mga pictures ng beauty queen.
Oh, di ba, guys, you can see how even pageantry could actually inspire you to do something good sa buhay nyo,
Yeah,
di ba?
kasi alam mo yun, pag nakita mo yung mga beauty queens, sila yung feel mo parang successful in life, parang sila yung nakita mo as, nagkakaroon ako ng motivation. Yung pagkapanalo, especially yung winning moment, yun yung gusto ko doon.
Yes, yung crowning moment
Crowning
nila.
moment. Kaya, yun yung naging inspiration ko during CPA board exam.
True, I remember in 1994, I used to collect, di ba uso yun dati? Just, lumalabas yung edad natin
Ay
dito,
nako,
Miss
sa totoo
Becky.
lang, Michael, no, nung nag-review ako, kasama sa dorm, kasi naka-dorm ako, lahat mga lalaki yan. Pero good thing is, naintindihan nila ako. Kasi may mga pictures talaga sa kama ko ng mga beauty queen. Kaya nagtatanong sila, sino itong mga to? Anong meron?
Charlene Gonzalez, Miss Belgium, yan yung mga popular during that
Sobra
time.
akong, pero okay lang. Sabi ko naman yun talaga yung nagmo-motivate sa akin, pageant. And that is something na passionate ako doon. Love ko talaga pageant.
That's why it brings out the best in you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm sure that we have a lot of aspiring beauty queens who are watching this show. Ano naman ang maipapayo mo sa isang gustong maging Catriona or Megan Young?
Diyos ko, ang hirap i-follow ng dalawang yun, no? Pero sa totoo lang, pag ikaw kasi nag-join sa pageant, i-enjoy mo lang. But of course, before joining pageant, dapat may training ka na sobrang ganda na training. It's because, pag lumaban ka sa international, especially competition, mag-isa ka na lang. Ikaw gagawa ng makeup mo, ng buhok mo, lahat ikaw lang yon. Mag-arrange ng gamit mo. So, dapat train ka doon. And of course, emotionally prepared ka dapat. Yun, lumalabas yung pagka-Bisaya ko.
We love Bisaya.
Hi! Of course, proud taga Cebu ang mom ko. Hi mo, tumaas sa Bisaya dyan.
Alright, so, aside from being a correspondent of Missosology and also a public or an accountant, should I say, an auditor, ikaw ngayon ay isa ng talagang ganap na artista. Ayan, sa pagganap mo sa My Day the Series bilang Miss Becky, ano naman ang nag-udyok sa'yo talaga para itodo na
Alam mo, nakakatawa kasi wardrobe lang talaga ako sa My Day. Si Direk Sean Lim po talaga. Sobrang nag-encourage sa akin. Actually, dami niyang in-offer na pwede kong gampanan na role. Pero sabi ko, Direk, ayoko. Pero nabinigay niya sa akin si Miss Becky. Wow. Parang nagustuhan ko. Natuwa. Parang sabi ko, parang ito na yung time na magiging babae ako. Pero matanda ako doon.
Pero ngayon bagets sa bagets ka. At ngayong babaeng-babae ka naman talaga.
Yes.
Medyo magiging personal naman. Ano naman ang tipo mong lalaki?
Ayun na lang. Sa ngayon, ang hinahanap ko talaga, yung totoong magmamahal lang sa akin. Regardless of kung ano man yung, siyempre guwapo of course, pero parang hindi na yon. Normal na yun sa atin. Hindi nawawala yun. Pero parang, siguro mas importante pa rin yung totoong nagmahal sa'yo. Yun yung importante. Kasi sa edad ko, Diyos ko, hindi na ako choosy. Pero hindi, to be honest, Michael, no? Yung gusto ko lang talaga yung mamahalin ako.
Ng tunay at
ng tunay. At hindi ako kayang ipagpalit kahit kanino po.
Yun lang naman yun. Grabe naman yung mga binitawan mo. Okay, so...
May mga hugot di ba?
Yes, ano naman ang aabangan namin kay Miss Becky?
Ayun, so... Yes, aabangan nila sa akin yung upcoming series ko, Boys Love Series. That's Rainbow Prince. So yun, kakaibang Miss Becky ang makikita nyo doon sa Rainbow Prince. Sobrang panibago at sobrang magugustuhan nyo si Miss Becky doon. Abangan nyo yun.
Sariwang-sariwa.
Sariwang-sariwang Miss Becky at napaka-hot na Miss Becky.
Magkasama tayo dyan, di ba?
Of course, oo.
Of course, may Oxin Films. Okay, so bago ko tapusin ang ating interview na to, may gusto ako itanong sa'yo. Size or performance?
Boss? Bakit kailangan mag-or kung pwedeng mag-boss?
Alright guys, I give you Amir Sanchez Gamama, Miss Becky.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Michael. Alam mo, good luck sa show mo. Sobrang nag-enjoy ako dito. At sana mahaba pa yung oras natin, no? Pero sobrang thankful ako sa iyo. And good luck.
Thank you. Mwah. And before I let you guys go, of course, ito sa Oxin Films ay napaka-generous natin. So, for this episode, we are going to give 1 day of pamper treatment from Skinbox Aesthetic Center. Because in Skinbox, we bring out the gorgeous in you. So, simple lang ang gagawin nyo guys. I-comment nyo sa ating comment section kung sino ang pinaka-paborito nyong Filipina beauty queen at bakit. At mamimili kami ng one winner na makaka-receive ng one-day pamper session from Skinbox Aesthetic Center. So once again, my name is Michael Bristol and see you next week for another episode of My Trend!